Gold is making headlines for a reason. It's not just another commodity flashing across your TV screen or popping up in your newsfeed. When gold prices surge, it's a signal that something deeper is happening in the world around us, something that affects every household, every saver, and every investor. As of July 2025, it's trading at a record Rs. 480 for 10 grams, over $3,350 an ounce. This isn't just a number to glance at and forget, it's a historic high, and it's making people across India and the world sit up and take notice. This isn't just a flashy number, it's a warning sign from the global economy. When gold climbs this high, it's often because people are worried about what's happening with their money, their jobs, and their future. When gold surges, it means people are losing trust in currencies and financial systems. It's a sign that uncertainty is in the air, whether it's inflation, political instability, or fears of recession. Gold is the world's fear gauge. No interest, no dividends, just pure, timeless value. For thousands of years, it's been the ultimate safe haven, a store of wealth that doesn't depend on any government or bank. Why has it jumped 35% in a year? Because trust in governments and money is shaking. People are looking for something solid, something that can't be printed or devalued overnight. Central banks are buying gold in bulk, quietly increasing their reserves as a shield against global uncertainty. This isn't just a trend among individuals. Entire nations are preparing for a world where traditional currencies might not be as reliable. Nations are moving away from the US dollar, seeking alternatives to protect their economies. Gold is becoming the anchor in a sea of financial turbulence, a common ground when trust in paper money fades. And the Fed has paused interest rate hikes. This means money is cheaper, but it also means inflation could rise, making gold even more attractive as a hedge. All these factors are pushing gold to new heights, making us question the safety of our own savings. If the value of money is uncertain, where do you turn to protect what you've worked so hard to earn? This isn't just for big investors, it's about your family's financial security. In India, gold has always been more than an investment. It's a tradition, a safety net, and a symbol of prosperity passed down through generations. The price of gold is a wake-up call. Are you prepared for what's coming? It's a reminder to rethink how you save, invest, and plan for the future, especially when the world feels unpredictable. Forget the jargon. This is about protecting what you've earned. It's about making sure your hard work doesn't lose value overnight because of decisions made far away from your home. Let's get smart about gold and what it means for your future. Understanding why gold matters today can help you make better choices for tomorrow. Choices that keep your family secure no matter what the headlines say. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Gold's reputation as a safe haven is centuries old. It's the world's financial insurance policy. Across empires and eras, from ancient civilizations to modern economies, gold has always been the asset people turn to when uncertainty strikes. It's more than just a shiny metal, it's a symbol of trust, stability, and enduring value. When paper currencies have failed, and when governments have come and gone, gold has remained a constant, quietly holding its worth through the ages. In every crisis, from the 2008 crash to the 2020 pandemic, gold has surged as other assets crumbled. When panic sweeps through the markets and investors scramble for safety, gold becomes the anchor in a storm. It's the asset that doesn't rely on the promises of banks or governments. Its value is recognized everywhere, in every language, in every corner of the globe. When banks failed and markets crashed, gold soared, preserving wealth when nothing else could. It's a lifeboat in a sea of financial chaos, offering security when traditional investments falter. For those who held gold, the storms of economic turmoil were less devastating, as their wealth was shielded from the worst of the fallout. During COVID-19, as governments printed money and inflation fears grew, gold broke records again. People rushed to buy gold not just as an investment but as a safeguard against the unknown. In times of crisis, gold is more than a commodity. It's peace of mind, a tangible asset you can hold when everything else feels uncertain. Today's rally is just the latest chapter in this story. Every generation faces its own challenges, and each time gold proves its worth all over again. Whether it's economic upheaval, political instability, or global pandemics, gold's role as a protector never fades. Persistent inflation, geopolitical tensions, and a move away from the US dollar are fueling gold's rise. As central banks diversify their reserves and investors seek alternatives, gold's universal appeal only grows stronger. It's a hedge not just against inflation, but against the unpredictable forces shaping our world. In every era of uncertainty, gold's appeal as a store of value shines brightest. Families pass it down through generations, not just for its beauty, but for the security it provides. It's a legacy of protection, a way to ensure that what you've built endures, no matter what the future holds. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about protecting what you have. Gold isn't a gamble, it's a shield. In a world where fortunes can change overnight, gold offers a sense of control and reassurance that few other assets can match. When trust in the system falters, gold stands firm. It doesn't depend on the stability of banks or the promises of politicians. In moments of crisis, when access to cash or credit is uncertain, gold remains accessible and valuable. That's why, in 2025, gold is more relevant than ever. As the world faces new challenges and old risks resurface, more people are turning to gold as their financial anchor. It's a timeless solution for modern problems. It's the ultimate protector in any portfolio. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, gold offers a foundation of security that can weather any storm. It's the asset that never goes out of style. History repeats, when fear rises, so does gold. Are you paying attention? In a world full of uncertainty, gold's timeless role as a protector is more important than ever. The U.S. Federal Reserve's decisions on interest rates ripple across the globe, and right now, they're fueling gold's surge. When rates were high, gold lagged because it pays no interest. But now the Fed has paused hikes and is hinting at cuts. Lower rates mean bonds and savings accounts are less attractive, so gold's opportunity cost drops. Investors are moving money into gold, chasing its 30% plus gains. The Fed's shift signals economic worries. When recession fears grow, gold shines. This policy change removes gold's biggest obstacle and amplifies demand. The result? Rocket fuel for gold prices. It's not just about numbers, it's about psychology and fear. The Fed's pause is a green light for gold. That's why we're seeing historic highs. Gold and the US dollar move in opposite directions. As the dollar weakens, thanks to Fed policy and global de-dollarization, gold gets a boost. Central banks are dumping dollars and buying gold, especially in BRICS nations. For Indian investors, a weaker dollar means more rupee power to buy gold. This cycle drives global demand and pushes prices even higher. In a world where paper currencies fluctuate, gold remains the ultimate standard. That's why gold is breaking records now. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Who's winning from gold's rally? Central banks, especially in China and India, have loaded up on gold, protecting their reserves and reaping huge gains. Big institutional investors and hedge funds use gold to hedge against market chaos, and they're seeing strong returns. Everyday investors, whether buying jewelry, ETFs, or gold bars, are also benefiting. In India, gold is both tradition and security, and those who held on are seeing their wealth grow. Even new investors in gold-backed funds are cashing in. You don't need to be a billionaire to benefit from gold's timeless appeal. This rally is rewarding the prepared. Gold's greatest strength? Beating inflation. For centuries, gold has been a reliable store of value, especially during times of economic uncertainty. When the cost of living rises and the purchasing power of cash diminishes, gold stands resilient. As prices rise and cash loses value, gold holds its ground. This precious metal has a unique ability to maintain its worth, even as other assets falter. In times of high inflation, people often turn to gold as a safe haven. Unlike paper money, gold is scarce. You can't print more. This scarcity is a key factor in its enduring value. While central banks can produce more currency, the supply of gold remains relatively constant, making it a reliable hedge against inflation. Over decades, gold preserves purchasing power while inflation erodes cash. Historical data shows that gold has consistently outperformed inflation, protecting investors' wealth over the long term. In 2025, with inflation spiking, gold has outpaced rising prices by a wide margin. This trend is not new. During previous periods of high inflation, gold has similarly surged in value, proving its effectiveness as an inflation hedge. If you'd held gold instead of cash, your wealth would have grown, not shrunk. This is because gold not only preserves value but can also appreciate significantly during economic turmoil. Gold isn't a perfect hedge every year, but over time, it protects against the silent theft of inflation. While there may be short-term fluctuations, the long-term trend shows gold's resilience. When people lose faith in their currency, they turn to gold. This shift in trust underscores gold's role as a stable and reliable asset. The current surge is a vote of no confidence in paper money. Investors are seeking refuge in gold, driven by fears of economic instability and currency devaluation. Gold's role as an inflation shield is more important than ever. In today's volatile economic climate, gold provides a sense of security and stability. It's not just about survival, it's about thriving. By investing in gold, individuals can protect their wealth and potentially benefit from its appreciation. That's why gold matters now. In an era of economic uncertainty, gold remains a cornerstone of financial security. Gold's rise is a direct challenge to the US dollar's dominance. The dollar has long been the world's reserve currency, but that trust is fading. Gold is the anti-currency. Its value doesn't depend on any government or promise. As the US racks up debt and prints more money, global powers are shifting to gold. Central banks are swapping dollars for gold, signaling a loss of faith. This creates a powerful inverse relationship. As confidence in the dollar drops, gold soars. The $3,350 gold price isn't just a number, it's a global rethinking of what real money is. Investors and nations are hedging against dollar risk with gold. In this financial drama, gold is winning. The world is watching, and so should you. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia. Should you buy gold now? It depends on your goals and risk tolerance. Gold is financial insurance, not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you're worried about inflation or market chaos, a 5-10% gold allocation can help balance your portfolio. You can buy physical gold, ETFs, or sovereign gold bonds. Choose what fits your needs. But remember, gold is volatile, and buying at record highs is risky. Always consult a certified financial advisor before investing. Don't gamble with your future, get informed, get advice, and invest wisely. Gold is a tool, not a guarantee. Gold's record price is more than a headline, it's a signal of deep economic change. Persistent inflation, global tensions, and a move away from the dollar are rewriting the rules of money. This matters for your wealth. The same forces lifting gold can erode your savings. The lesson? Don't ignore these shifts. Adapt and diversify. For some, that means adding gold. For others, it means staying alert to global trends. The real value of this rally is the reminder to plan wisely and protect your future. In uncertain times, sound money principles matter most. Be diligent, be diversified, and take control of your financial destiny. Gold's message. Prepare, don't panic. Turn this golden moment into a golden opportunity for your future. Subscribe, like, and share Cosmo Academia.